I think in that way I mean, I know there's a lot of attention towards this barrier between something that sounds musical, traditional things, and a more abstract sound practice. But my feeling is that it's also to a certain extent also over-determined, this threshold. I think there's much more common things to talk about than what actually distinguishes it.
How about the thing from Denmark, the Nordic arts, in terms of this idea?
Yeah.
I mean, the need or the absence of the need to distinguish between abstract sound practice and traditional music.
Well, I think.
How do you feel about the scene?
No, I think there's a lot of really interesting things happening at the moment. I mean, there's definitely the thing in general is that there's this heightened awareness towards a practice with sound in all its varied forms. It's very lively at the moment, and there's so many different projects being developed, and it seems quite open-ended. I mean, it's very hard to see sort of the exact horizon of what's happening, but there's a tendency, as I gather, at least in the Nordic context, that many composers who are formally trained in music academies that have been working with how to work with notes and orchestras in this very sort of traditional setting, where the orchestra is sitting there and the audience is sitting there, all of a sudden start to play around the ideas of how to introduce new scenes or new rooms where the audience listens to the music, for example, which becomes all of a sudden you have to contemplate or deal with a spatial setting of it. That actually becomes a central element of the experience. That is one tendency there, and another tendency is that there's to a great extent an interest among visual artists to work with sound as material. And why not? I mean, this might be just as good as video or anything else, and the tendency towards breaking down barriers between these, again, traditionally I guess coincidental boundaries between what is a visual medium and what is a sonic medium. I mean, these tend to be blurred more, and so there seems to be so much interesting happening in these boundary areas, these threshold areas at the moment. So that is just a general feeling of what is happening, and I think I'm just really sort of scratching the surface in that sense. I think there's a lot of things also happen independently and might only surface a lot later. And I mean, there's probably many good explanations for these things. But I mean, the technological development that makes it possible for people to work with experimental setups from their own laptops, portable computers, portable devices that are also not a matter of 3 months salary, but actually something you can afford, and software can be downloaded for free. So these tools become available in a way that we've never seen before. And this, I think, really creates a great potential for a whole new range of experiments. And I think we can sort of feel that sort of really coming at the moment.
What kinds of tools, what kind of tools you normally use? All sorts of technological.
Yeah, I'm the type that really just picks up whatever. Obviously, I've been working a lot with alternate interfaces. You can use a video camera as a way to generate sound. Just take the output of the video camera and then plug it into a sound system and turn up the volume, and then you will hear what's being sound. I mean, you can. It's really a matter of just experience, and then when something interesting is there, then you take it and use it. And I have been exploring also a lot of these different software tools that are being developed which are of many are not so easily accessible, but they're very sort of fun for they're good for one particular thing, and then that's all very good for. But on the other hand, when that thing is there, then it's incredible. So why not use it? So this has been, and again, it's also a matter of the context. I mean, the more compositional aspect of it, where you work with the structuring of sound as a sequence, or if you want to do a more interactive part where it is a matter of the experience that you have, depending on how you move around in the room, work with sensors and other stuff. Of course, it's a different matter again, but then you would have you introduce these parameters of how sound is generated, which you don't have control over. It's just a matter of setting up the system, for example. So that creates again a new sort of platform of working with it, and a new type of potential experience.
Are there sound artists or whoever's works that you always find inspiration in? Sound? What kind of music do you listen to put it simply?
I also listen to everything.
To be able to listen to it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of focusing on the qualities rather than the genre distinct.
What do you mean by quality?
I really find very fascinating. No, I never worked, unfortunately. I could give you. I mean, I also think there's a little more potential. I think there's a lot of sort of field recording work that I really enjoy also. Tsunoda from Japan does really incredible field recording. It's just where he puts microphones inside bottles and does field recording from small spaces. They're just very, very fascinating as projects. But I mean, the list becomes really, really long quickly. So I'm just picking everything, and also find myself maybe listening to just a bunch of other phenomena as sound recordings per se, or CDs. It might be going out to a particular location in nature. Also can have these very especially around I think around when sunset and sunrise are really good times to go listening again for these sort of changes in the environment, which are very fascinating.